guys, my name's Jess.
And I'm Scott.
We're going to start our YouTube videos today on the LGBT community. For you that don't know what that means, it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. First off, we're going to start with an intro where I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then Scott's going to do the same. So, and then we're going to do our coming out stories because quite a lot of people have asked us. We're pretty excited, so here it goes. As I said at the start of the video, my name's Jess. I'm from a little town in Carmarthen, in Wales. I got a pretty weird surname, it's from Belgium, it's Die Schoolmeester. My hobbies are basically to go out with a few mates. I love anything to do with art, I love drawing. I don't really go out drinking, my perfect night is to stay in with the Chinese basically, so if you think that's boring then I don't care. That's basically me, so we'll move on to Scott's.
Hi, my name's Scott Malfoy. I'm 19 and I'm from Carmarthen in Wales. In my spare time I do photography, creative writing, I read a lot of books, listen to a lot of music, and I love going out with my friends and meeting new people. My perfect night in would be couched up in bed, watching films with a pizza, and yeah, we're going to do our coming out stories now.
I was 16 when I came out gay properly to everyone. But before then, when I was 15, I was talking to this girl from Manchester for around 6 to 7 months before I actually met her. We arranged to get a hotel for 2 nights down here without telling any of our parents. It ended up where her parents mailed me saying, if you don't call this number, we'll call the police. So I ended up calling that number anyway. We sorted it out from there and she actually came down. I still didn't tell my dad though. He was calling me for the whole 2 nights and I didn't say anything. He finally spotted us when I was walking her back to the train station to go home, and he went absolutely mental with me. He took me home and he went mental with me and said, get out my sight, basically, and I burst out crying saying I needed to tell him something. And for a full half hour of waiting, I finally plucked up the courage to say that I was gay, and all he did was come over to me, hugged me, and said that he loves me no matter what, and then let me go back down to the train station to say bye to her. So that's my coming out story. Hope you enjoyed.
I came out to my friends when I was 13 in school, and I thought they were all going to be okay with it, and some of them were, but then it started spreading around and I was getting really viciously bullied for it. I'd walk past people in corridors and I'd get thrown to the floor and kicked and punched, and it was really horrible. And I'd constantly call in sick to school and never go in, and my attendance was really, really low. And then just after I turned 14, I started speaking to a guy from London over the internet, and well, I told him about all the troubles I was having after I came out, and I arranged to run away with him. And I think it was the day after Boxing Day, I got on a train for the first ever time and bought a single to London, and I was about 250 miles away from where I live, and I turned my phone off so nobody could contact me or anything. And I met him in Liverpool Street Station, and then we got back to his house and the police were there waiting for me, and because my parents had run all the police and I was on the missing persons list, and yeah, they took me to the station and they forced my details out of me and rang my parents, and my mum was crying down the phone begging me to come home. And then I told them where I was and that it was okay for them to come and get me, and they arrived in London at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then the police took them into a room and they told my parents why I ran away, so they outed me to my parents. And then I had to go in and speak with them, and they told me it was just a phase and I'd get over it. And then we drove back home and it was never spoken of again. And then I came out almost 2 years later and my mum was fine with it, and my dad's come around to it now, so it's all okay. So yeah.
Right, the answer is simple for me. It's no, I don't believe being gay is a choice. I don't believe that anyone would wake up in the morning and be like, I'm going to try giving gay a go today. I believe that I was born gay, so I think everyone that is gay is born gay. And if there's any lesbians or gay men or anyone that think it is a choice, then I'd like to hear your side of the story, really. But that's basically my opinion on that.
Being gay is just as much of a choice as the colour of your skin. I didn't wake up in the morning and choose to live a more difficult lifestyle than a straight person. And that's all I have to say about it. I think Grindr and apps like that are useful for meeting people local to you, but they're also used for the wrong reasons, and a lot of slaggy men use them. But each to their own on it, to be honest.
I don't really have much to say about apps like that because there's obviously quite a lot more for gay men than there are lesbians. But for what I know, the ones, as Scott said, they are pretty slutty. I wouldn't use them, I don't think. But as he said again, each to their own. So that's all I got to say on that. Right, girls that look like men. I don't really have much to say on this, other than that I'm not really attracted to that sort of thing. I don't really understand why girls do cut their hair short or feel the need to do that when they come out gay, but obviously women are attracted to it. As for dressing boyish, I can't really say anything about that because I'm in boys' clothes most of the time. I think it's more to do with how comfortable you feel in your own clothes more than anything. It's not actually wanting to dress like a boy or look like a boy. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. That's it.
No, not all gay and bisexual men have HIV or AIDS. And people who think that we do, they are fucking idiotic, because not all gay and bisexual men have it. There's just as much chance of a straight person having HIV or AIDS as a gay person. And I hate it when people just imply that all gay and bisexual men have HIV or AIDS.
I think it's amazing. I think in the UK you get more support than anywhere else for the LGBT community. Personally, I love it and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. That's basically all I got to say about that.
I think it's quite supportive, but you still get the random arseholes now and then, but it's the same anyway. But like Jess said, there's loads of support in the UK for being gay, bisexual, transgender or lesbian. And yeah, I'm glad we live here. That's the end of our first video. Thank you for watching. We're going to try and do one video a week, so any questions we didn't answer this week, we're going to try and answer next week, because we did get quite a lot. Make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if anybody needs any help or advice personally, you can message us on our Facebook page, which will be at the end of this video, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. So hopefully see you next week.
Bye!